Here's how I sell my homes for 10% more than most realtors. First, I'm going to talk to you about staging your home. Now, I'm not talking about bringing in a professional stager and telling you to get rid of your furniture and bring all new in. I'm talking about some simple techniques such as making sure all the light bulbs in your house work, making sure that you take care of that honeydo list that you've been putting off for 3 years. We're going to talk about making repairs to the home that are going to help it stand out. So if I come to your home and you've got wood siding and it needs to be stained, we're going to talk about the difference in pricing of you staining that exterior versus you not staining that exterior. So if you tell me, hey, I want you to tell me everything you think I need to do to get top dollar for my home, then we're going to go over that. And then it's going to be up to you to pick and choose which of those things are in your budget to do, that you have time to do, or that you can get hired out to do. If you can't do any of it and you say, yeah, I understand why you're telling me that, Amy, but I just don't have the time, I don't have the money, this is what it is, we're just going to have to sell it the way it looks, then we're going to talk about where your price needs to be. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. The second thing is I'm going to tell you what my marketing plan is. And we're going to talk about what an integrated marketing plan is and how we incorporate not just social media and digital advertising, but what we do with postcard mailings, home magazine ads, and things like that. So we're going to talk about how a virtual tour with using a Matterport is a very great way to get out-of-state buyers interested in your home. Because if you've never watched a Matterport, then let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to send you a link to one. But with a Matterport virtual tour, it's like somebody dropped you in the front door of the house. And there's going to be little circles on the floor, and you can literally walk through the entire house as if you were there. You can look up at the ceilings, you can look down at the floor, you can get into the corner of a house if you want to. So it's a great tool to use, especially when we know that a buyer is going to be coming from out of state. What we found is most of the time, buyers who are from out of state that have watched that Matterport virtual tour, when they do come in to look at the house, it's like a second showing. They already know exactly where everything is. A lot of times they're more familiar with the layout of the house than I am. So that's the second part of this. We're going to make sure that we're marketing the home better than anybody else. The last thing is expert pricing and negotiation. I have a real estate negotiation expert certification. I'm going to use that in our negotiation, but the first thing is your pricing strategy. We've got to make sure that we price that house right, because the most eyes are on your home when you list it for sale. So if we put it on the market and we have absolutely no showings within the first 2 weeks, we're overpriced and we're going to have to drop fast. I'm not a fan of overpricing. The seller is ultimately my client and they're going to make that final call. But I try to tell people up front, if you're on the market for 2 weeks and you have 0 showings, you are overpriced and we're going to have to come down. Now, there are going to be exceptions to that. If you list $1 million lake homes, those homes are not going to get the same kind of traffic as a $400,000 to $500,000 house. So I explain all that to my sellers. But when we price it strategically, then we are going to get offers. And hopefully, the first weekend we're on the market, we're going to get multiple offers. And come Monday morning, you're going to be under contract. So if you're looking to sell your home in 2024 and you want top dollar, contact me today and let's talk about how I can put my plan to work for you.